Hello everyone, Sky here again, and welcome to a very special edition of the State of the Saint. First of all, I just want to wish you all a happy new year, and I wish you all nothing but the best in 2013. I know I just recently made my return video a couple of days ago, but after seeing Silver Linings Playbook yet again today, I felt inspired to make a Silver Lining edition of the State of the Saint. It's my first ever Silver Lining edition, and it will probably be my only Silver Lining edition. What's on tap for tonight? I have 5 things on tap for this video that I will be talking about. First off, I was originally going to do a sports segment where I discuss the NFL playoffs, the Black Monday around the league for coaches. Hang on just 1 second. And just some basketball stuff and why I can't wait for the Rangers. Oh, and also a big message to all the Tony Romo critics out there. But I decided that tonight's the night for a Silver Linings edition. I'll do my sports edition on Friday night instead. As you can hear, I'm playing the soundtrack from Silver Linings Playbook on my tablet right now on Spotify. But the 5 things that are on tap for tonight. Hang on just a second again. The 5 things I'm going to talk about tonight. Number 1, this one's a fun segment, is what my dream girl would be. I mean, some of it has to do with the video, but the other is just for fun and something I've just been thinking about lately. Number 2, I know I gave a short review last time of the movie and the book, but I'm going to give a synopsis and caution, there will be spoiler alerts. So if you do decide to watch this video, I strongly recommend that as soon as you're done, you do something to forget it, or at least forget number 2. If you know what I mean, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who plans on going to see the movie. Number 3, I have a huge announcement, and some of you have seen it on my status earlier. I'll give you some details about it. Back to number 2. I'm also going to make a strong case for it, why it should win an Oscar. And I promise you, definitely should win an Oscar. Sorry, I'm not thinking straight right now. If I'm not speaking or making sense with my words or whatever. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is 2 and 3 will kind of go together. Number 4, I just want to give a little quick something, just say a couple words. Just a couple inspirational and why this movie is just so amazing. And, you know, number 5, I have a message to a friend of mine whose name I will not say on here, but I have a message. Point being is that all 5 are going to come together. It may not make sense now, but it will as I start making the video. Anywho, Um, right now it is 12:45 a.m. January 2nd. Okay, so I'm gonna get a water and we're gonna begin. Um, all right. By the way, in case any of y'all are having a hard time hearing me, put on some headphones or turn your volume up just to be sure. But I'm gonna try to speak as loudly as I can, but also not to wake my father and my stepmom up because they both had a long day on New Year's Eve, and I don't want to wake them up. But just a little heads up. I'm going to try to speak as clearly and loudly as I possibly can. Okay, let's begin. Topic number one, my dream girl. Um, I don't have much to say about this, but let's say I want a Jennifer Lawrence and a Tiffany combined. That being said, and I'll get to more about this later as I talk about my other subjects. Um, someone who's beautiful, but also, excuse me, someone who is also just, trying to find their way in life and is looking for someone to connect with. Um, you know, definitely dark hair, like Jennifer Lawrence. My dream girl, by the way, or my new love for a celebrity. Seriously, I mean, come on now. Jennifer Lawrence is hot. I will say this, I do not like it when she dresses kinky. I do not like it at all, to be quite honest with you. Okay? Um, but one who also likes to, I mean, is outgoing, but not like a partier outgoing. You know what I mean? Like someone who likes to have fun, but also someone who just likes to have a movie night, or have a cup of coffee and a movie night, and just enjoy each other's company and just sitting on the couch, watching movies, cuddling. I mean, those are the good reasons. A lot of, or, let me rephrase that. A lot of people these days, or a lot of relationships throughout the world, are about sex, and for the wrong reasons. Okay? That's not good. That's not good at all. You know? I don't agree with it. I will say this. We're all men, or everybody has needs. But my honest opinion on that is it should just be between two people who love each other and the romance of it. Not about just trying to score or get the business or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that, you know? And one thing I will say is I see a lot of good girls, like good personality, date jackasses. Okay? And that's happened a lot these days. Even I've experienced that. Well, I've had to go through the personality, so to say, of, you know, that type of relationship. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but, you know, relationships need to be about the connection, not about sex. It's just, honestly, this world's fucked up these days, and, you know, just with the criticizing and the judging and whatnot. It's just, it's not cool, you know? It's not cool at all. And using people for the wrong reasons, especially in a relationship. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. But back to what I was saying about topic number one. Um, you know, I mean, first of all, I look I've looked the best I've ever looked. I mean, you know, my beard is looking a lot better, a little more trim. I still got some weight to lose, and I need to get out to my garage later this week, anyways, to clean it so I can start working out again. Because, you know, one of the things I'm going to be talking about in this video tonight is how I encourage everyone to make 2013 known as their year of silver lining. And I'll talk more about that later on in the video. But, you know, I mean, so that's, anywho, back to what I was saying. Sorry. Um, yes, I would like a girl who looks exactly like Jennifer Lawrence or close. Just anything in that category, you know, but not for the wrong reasons, you know, because, I mean, what can I say? That right there, that's my type. That is my type, you know, and I've watched some of her interviews, and she sounds like a nice girl, so, you know, she's not like a Paris Hilton or a Nicole Richie or Lindsay Lohan or a fucking Kim Kardashian or a Khloe Kardashian. She ain't nothing like that. Or even a Heidi Spencer or Heidi Pratt. I'm sorry. I messed that part up. Let me start over. She's not like a Heidi Pratt or a Miranda or something. Miranda Pratt, Spencer Pratt's younger sister. You know, but again, the personality is what's more important to me as well, you know. But also someone who's going to treat my loved ones with respect. You know what I mean? So, um, basically, yeah, that's it. I just want to. Any girl who is in the category of Jennifer Lawrence regarding looks, that will definitely win me over. But also, you know, if you have a good personality as well, that'll win me over too. But if you don't, chances are we're not going to last. My next topic is Silver Linings Playbook again. Um, in my last video, I did a very short review, and you know, I encouraged everyone to go see it. Also, you know, once again, I've shown the book. Yes, I've started it, and I plan on reading it a million times. I'm not kidding you. Seriously, besides my Bible, which is sitting next to my bed, this is now my other favorite book. Um, And again, I plan on reading this a lot. Take it with me everywhere I go as a source of inspiration. But now let's get on to business. As of today, I've seen the movie twice in theaters. Unfortunately, that's it. I cannot see it anymore. I mean, I could if I convinced, but the suggestion, because I got it out of my system before I had to, or I now have to wait for a couple months for the DVD to come out. So then I can own it and I can watch it as many times as I want, and it will be a huge stress reliever. In this video, I'm going to give a synopsis. Caution. I strongly advise you to let you know that if you do watch this video, prepare, because I am going to give some spoiler alerts. But whatever you do, if you do plan on seeing the movie, do something right after you watch this video to, forget what I have said about the spoilers, okay, and the synopsis. Alright? Silver Linings Playbook is about a man, Pat Santoro, who has just recently gotten out of a mental hospital in Baltimore. He's gotten out. He's lost everything. He lost his house. He lost his job. He lost his marriage. But the reason why he lost his marriage was one day he came home from work to find pieces of clothing throughout his house that he was living in at the time. Some of it was another man's clothing and his wife Nikki's. So he follows it up the stairs, and he notices that the bathroom door is open. Okay? And then he notices that his wife, Nikki, is naked in the shower. But apparently, someone else was in there with her, and it happened to be the history teacher. Pat gets so angry, he beats the crap out of him, and that immediately ignites a fear in Nikki, his wife. So, as I was leaving off, as he's getting out, he lost everything. And he's still trying to find his way in the world since he's gone out, because there are a lot of people who are looking at it differently now, and sometimes including his own family, even though they're trying to involve him more in everyday activities. Okay? So, he begins to go to therapy as mandated by the courts, and also, for his medication. Again, of course, it's mandated, because he's also doing it in an attempt to win Nikki back. And basically, yeah. However, one night, at his friend Ronnie's house, which his friend Ronnie and Ronnie's wife Veronica invited him over for a welcome back dinner to see the new improvements to the house. Okay, Ronnie tells Pat about Veronica's little sister Tiffany coming over. So she does. Her and Pat are introduced to each other. Apparently, Tiffany was married at the time. But she wasn't married when they met. But, her husband died. I think it was a couple months ago from that moment. Yeah. So, they hit it off okay. Um, and then, you know, dinner happens, tour of the house. And then Tiffany gets tired and wants to go home. So she has Pat walk her home. And as they're walking back to Tiffany's house, even though she has their little, I forgot what it's called. I'll have to get back to y'all on that. If you comment on this asking me what it is. But I know Tiffany has her own area that she built, their old garage. And I'll get to that later. But she lives out there. Um, they were both talking about their marriages. And then Pat once again brings up how did Tiffany's husband Tommy died. Okay. Um, so that happens. She gets upset, and she slaps him in the face. Of course, after a very awkward moment, which I will not tell you about. And the ending, I will not tell you about. Well, most of it. So as as days go on, the two get to know each other, and of course they go on a date one night to this diner, and they get to know each other more. As we all know already, Pat has anxiety issues and an emotional problem. But after Tiffany's husband Tommy died, we've learned that Tiffany is technically a former sex addict because she had sex with everybody in the office. Again, I ain't going to tell you anything that happens from that point. But basically, these two build a very beautiful connection, and they enter this dancing together. And as they practice more for this competition, their bond builds more. And because both of them have had their problems, but they also accept each other for who they are. And pretty much, I cannot tell you the rest because you're just going to have to see this beautiful movie for yourself. Okay? But again, I strongly recommend that y'all go see it, especially if you are in a relationship and you have nothing to do for a date night. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say on that. What I will say is that this movie deserves an Oscar. Everybody involved deserves an Oscar. Everybody involved in this movie deserves almost every single award out there. A Grammy, Global, definitely an Oscar. Because this movie was just absolutely beautiful. This movie was just 100% beautiful. And again, y'all should go see it. I'm not kidding you. It will literally make you cry because of how beautiful it is. I'll be honest with you right now. I even cried twice, mostly during the ending. And again, you'll find out why. So, just go see it. Y'all will love it. Promise you that. And if you don't, then I'm sorry. That's your opinion then. But what I do know for a fact is that I loved it. And as soon as it comes out on DVD once again, it will be mine. I will get a copy of it, and it will stay in my house under my watch. My third topic is I decided that I'm going to take a break from working on my Team Phoenix series, and I decided that I'm going to write a book on my journey. And I might write another one, something similar, kind of like a love story, close to Silver Linings Playbook. Again, here it is. It's not going to be the same storyline. I'll try to think of something even better, even though, once again, I can never top that. Just absolutely beautiful. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to chronicle about my journey, write about some of the hard stuff, give some advice for anybody who went through the same thing I went through, and, just some advice, and just let you all know that no matter what, in any tough situation, there will always be a silver lining or a light at the end of the tunnel. To my next mini point of this topic, sorry, again, it's getting late and I'm getting tired, but I'm not going to sleep until I finish this video. I encourage all y'all to make this year, 2013, the year of your silver lining. Make all your dreams come true. Because no matter what, as long as you continue to stay positive, in any tough situation, you have a shot at a silver lining. I promise you that. And even when you think you got it tough, and again, I'm going to go to a spiritual thing. Because again, I'm not a hardcore religious believer in the Lord, but I do hardcore believe in Him spiritually. That He is out there and He's good to all of us, even when we don't deserve it. Hold on, I'm thinking for a second. Alright, so, basically, it's just going to be me talking about my journey, some of the things I wish to accomplish in the future, and advice for anybody, who's dealing with tough situations. Okay, and it would mean the world if, got some feedback on it when I'm done writing it, for anybody who reads it. Okay? And then my last two topics, and I'm only going to use one reference from the movie here in just a second. The reason why, I encourage this year to be a silver lining year for y'all is because, we just live in such a messed up world these days. I mean, this world used to be about peace and love, and now look what it's come to. It's come to shit. And innocent people are getting hurt, both physically and emotionally, and I just hate it. And judging and criticizing could be, I'm sorry, actually, it is actually even worse, because your words will hurt them mentally, but also cause them to hurt themselves physically. So, you don't have to take my advice, but, I strongly encourage you all to have a silver lining happen this year and make this year the year of your silver lining. Because people, the truth is, nobody in this world is perfect. I'm not perfect. My family's not perfect. just nobody's perfect. You know, the only person that is perfect is the Lord. You know, and I just my point being, is don't let anything get in the way of your happiness because you know I'm guilty of this, but hardcore and excessive negativity, even when sometimes you're not bringing it out intentionally, it can be a poison. And trust me, negativity is a huge poison. I'm still trying to fight that problem, and try to get rid of the negativity in my life. It's still a tough road, but I think I'm getting on the right track, and so are a lot of people out there who are going through the same thing I am. Okay? In this video, I'm going to use a couple references here. Again, with one of them being from the movie. Everybody in there has a Nikki. Girls have their guy versions of Nikki, and guys have the girl Nickies of their life. You get my point, right? You know, basically what this is I have a message I want to give to someone through this video. Because even though someone may have a Nikki in their lives, whether it's a guy or a girl, having their own Nickies, or anybody else, you get the point again. Everybody out there deserves their Tiffany. Everybody out there deserves a Pat, Patrick, to be more precise. But, everything does happen for a reason, but again, as long as you continue to stay positive, you will always have a shot at a Silver Linings Playbook. And I promise you that. I have a message for someone. Again, I know I said that already, but now I really do have a message. I'm not going to say this person's name, but there is someone in my life who doesn't live here in Austin. But this certain someone is the Nikki of my life. Not the bad parts, like having an affair, because truth be told, I've never been in a relationship in my life. In my 19 years of living on the planet Earth, I have never once been in a true relationship. I haven't even had any connection with anybody, really. But to this someone, I wish I could see this certain someone again. Because, the truth is yeah, she may be the Nikki of my life where I never hear from her, or, you know, we have our issues, with each other. But you see, the truth is I've done a lot of fucked up things. My personality has been really fucked up over the years. And, you know, I just been trying for so long to get everybody to accept me by being someone that I'm not, you know. One minute I'm one person to please a certain group so I can feel accepted, and vice versa with the other. Basically, what I'm saying is I've lied to a lot of people by doing stuff I'm not proud of or acting as someone that I'm not. Because the truth is, I'm just me. Yeah, I was born with a lot of fucked up things about me, like the fact that I was born with a serious colon condition, and I was born with a personality disorder, autism, somewhat. Again, somewhat. Um, Definitely Asperger's syndrome, and now I feel like undiagnosed bipolar and depression disorder. And, you know, I guess I've done and I've acted a lot of ways and done a lot of things that I'm not proud of. And, I just, plain and simple, I just need to stop, acting like someone I'm not. Hang on just one second again. I'm going to resume the soundtrack. Sorry, I had to resume it. What I'm saying is, you know, I've done a lot of things to try to get people to accept me, and to please others. Well, the truth is maybe I just need to stop, because the thing is I've made a lot of progress since I've moved to Austin. I've made a significant amount of progress. I'm not as fat as you can see. I am, even though I still have my moments, I'm a lot more mature now than what I used to be. Um, I still have some things I need to do, and you know, even if it means for a while that I need to focus on myself, but also still focus on my relationship with the Lord, because that is in reality more important, then so be it. But back to the main point of this topic. Um, I just want to send a special shout out to the Nikki of my life. Again, I'm not going to say any names, but this person knows, well, a lot of you know who I'm talking about. And, but see, the truth is the Nikki of my life. She also happens to be one of my best friends. And, I just wish I could take back a lot of things, and I mean, a lot of things I've done to a lot of people, even if it's just with my personality or the way I've been acting. But, and I guess maybe I've also been trying so hard to keep things together, both with my life here and my life back home. And I guess truth is, it's just not healthy, you know? And I just, I regret that I could not take a look at myself in the mirror and help myself become a better person. I mean, even though the past is the past now, some things are still going on in the present. But, you know, again, like I said, if I have to do things for myself from here on out, to make myself happy, then so be it. But to the Nikki of my life, I just want you to know that I am sorry for some of the things I've done. and especially the way I've acted to overwhelm you. Okay? I'm not going to go into further detail about that particular subject, but I hope that if and when this person does watch this video, um, I just want you to know that I do miss you, and, you know, I know I was a fucked up person, but I am trying to get better, and, you know, it sucks that we haven't talked in a while, but, you know, plain and simple, I just want you to be happy, and I hope that maybe again someday we could come back around and, you know, be close friends again, you know? So that's basically all I have to say. Well, everyone, that is it for my second return video of 2013. In my closing statements, I just want to wish you all a happy new year, and I wish you all nothing but the best. Reminder again, spoiler alerts earlier in the video, if you do plan on going to see Silver Linings Playbook, um, you know, I strongly recommend that you do something to forget the spoilers I gave. And about the book, you know, I just hope to be an inspiration to people, you know. Well, anywho, y'all, that's it. It is getting very late, so I'm going to say that's a wrap on this video because I'm tired. I want to go to bed, but I want to read for a little bit first. Once again, Happy New Year, and I wish you all nothing but the best in 2013. If you have liked this video and want to hear more in the future that I make, all you gotta do is just press subscribe, and there'll be plenty more coming. Anywho, Happy New Year all, and I love you guys, and God bless. Good night.